Luckily, most swarms tend to be rather obliging, and when they come out of the box, they go and land on a bush or a shrub that's not too far from the ground. Every now and then you always get one, don't you, that challenges even the best of us beekeepers. So, hello ladies. Okay, they're a little bit off the ground, but hey, I've got a plan. So let's see if we can put it into action. Right, so this was plan A. A few frames on a very long stick propped up near the swarm, and the plan was that she would smell those lovely fresh frames of foundation and move on to them, because once I get her, I can pull that down and the rest will follow. However, time is getting on and the frames have been up there for a good 15 minutes or so, and there's no real sign that those little buggers are moving over onto the frames. So they're not going to play ball. So we're going to go to plan C, a bucket. And hopefully I can run the bucket up underneath and get the queen, hopefully, bring that bucket down and tip them into a box. So, as I said, time's getting on, so I think I'm going to go plan C. Got nothing to lose. Okay, see you in the next take. Okay, let me show you what I have done. Okay, so I brought the frames down and there were a few bees on them. So I thought, I'll gently put them in the box and see what happens. And immediately the bees on the frame started fanning. Now I did look for the queen, but she could have snuck around the outside of one of the frames because I had 3 wired together. So she could very well have already got onto that frame. Anyway, I thought, no, we're going with plan C with the bucket. So I put the box there. I attached said bucket. Sent that up very precariously, and I've had 3 bites at them with the bucket and brought down maybe half a football size with 3 in each one. Tipped them into the box, put the lid on, and I don't know, what do you think? They all seem to be marching in and they're all fanning at the entrance. Now, if she wasn't in there, they would go pouring back out and head back up to the tree. But they're actually marching in. So I've got a sneaking suspicion that maybe when I brought those frames down, she was actually on them. Or I just got lucky with the first bite with the bucket and brought her down. But look, they're going in. They're going in, man. She's in there. So, that's excellent. I really thought I had my work cut out. So, hopefully I might take a few more bites of those bees because it is getting late and I don't want them to just sort of settle there overnight because I'd rather they're all in the box. So, I'll have a few more bites with the bucket and try and bring them all down. So they all get in this box because it's going to be a bit cool tonight, so I don't want them getting cold. But hey, I think I've actually snagged it. Woohoo! Okay, so I did one more scoop with the bucket and then I thought, nah, I'm just going to leave them to figure it out for themselves. And about 5 minutes later, the clump that was still up on the tree got really agitated, took flight, and you could really hear the drone in the air, and because they've suddenly realised that the queen's not there, so now they're all swarming around and they're heading down to the box. So they sure as heck got the memo that she's in that box. So you most probably can't see them all swarming around. So they're just getting a whiff of her pheromone, because once you get the queen in the box, it takes a little while for her pheromone to give off again and for the bees to orientate where she is, so they can be a little bit lost for a little while until they pick up her scent again. And they're all swarming down and around that box now. The only problem is that box really isn't big enough for that size swarm, but all I had was an 8 frame. But yeah, they're all coming down now. They're really agitated. The few bees that are landing back on the tree. They run around following each other so that you know that the queen's not there, because if they just clumped quietly back into a group, I would have known that I'd missed the queen and she's back up there. But they're all flying around and slowly working their way down here, because there's enough bees there giving off the pheromone. They're fanning, so they're really giving off a signal to the whole swarm. It's like, hey, she's in this box, come this way, and they're all marching in. So yay, a successful swarm capture when I thought that one was way out of reach. Just goes to show perseverance, and it's winner winner chicken dinner.